What is going on, guys? Welcome back to Turbo Blast, and 1.19 is finally here, one of the big updates for Minecraft this year, and we will see how this is gonna go and play. And I will show everything now instead of explain everything. I will show what is in store for this update. Now, obviously, the addressed thing that should be already said is the new mangrove blocks that are added. You have mangrove wood, for the first time ever, mangrove roots, which are a part of the tree and that will grow, and if you plant them, will also grow into other parts. You have mud block, which can be turned into water and or dirt. You've got the oak, the plank for mangrove, and then you've got the leaves and obviously the door, which looks pretty good, but the only problem I have with this is that it's all red and stuff, but really doesn't matter. They have also added back chest in a boat, so as I go to the water, I've got chest in a boat, and I'll keep going, and as I do that, I can just add these into it, and that's interesting. And then I destroy the boat, I get everything back, which is also pretty good, but I don't think that's the way they want you to take that approach to how to do stuff in Minecraft. So, alright, so they've added a couple more new items into the game. They have added music disc. Which sounds like it's from the Nether. And then they've also added this one, which is called Other Side. So you've got to listen to those. But they have added this thing called the Recovery Compass. So I don't 100% know how this works because the update just came out, but I don't know how this is supposed to work, but it's there, I guess, just to be there. And finally, we have also gotten stuff such as the LA, the frog, and the warden. So I will show all of those off, starting with the frog because that is the most not so very harmless one. So first off, we've got just the frog, which normally this will be green, but in this biome it is orange because of where it is. It crawls very weirdly, but also you have frog spawn, which turn into tadpoles, which is very interesting because I don't know what frogs eat, so this might be what they eat. I don't know. They seem very interested in it though. Oh, okay, I guess that's not what they eat, but eventually those would grow into tadpoles, and then eventually those tadpoles would go into frogs. So next we have the allay, which if I do this, okay, well, I guess this one doesn't want to do it, but basically if I give them a block, they will go get it for me. Also, as you can see, they turned the ores back to originally what they were before 1.17 because I guess they listened to the community. They are also not adding fireflies because of the backlash from the community, so unfortunately there will be no fireflies. Copper ores are still the same though, but all other original ores that were in the game are the same. So those were the first two. I'm not 100% sure if frogs are gonna do anything or not. Frogs might just be there to be there, but they look good and they look very accurate. They crawl. Their crawl is so like weird, but it's like so actual movement compared to stuff like the creeper. Or you've got them who just kind of like jump and crawl. The creeper just walks with its feet. The spider, which there is a couple over here, have the same look they've always had. Don't really move too much, but they still move. Now this is what I was waiting for. I wanted to try out the Warden because this has been so long since the Warden was announced. Actually, I can use it. Chest boats also work with just putting any ordinary item in it, so you can put anything in it. So if I go over here, I can just put every single thing I had before in it. And then I don't lose any of that, except this. And then I just left shift. And it works like a normal boat. It also comes in the new Mangrove version, so... This is what I was waiting for. Now the thing with the Warden is that you cannot talk. And see, the Warden is very OP. So... So... But it can hear, it has a heartbeat sensor. It cannot see you, but it will attack anything it can hear. So like that skeleton just got killed automatically. It got destroyed. So I wouldn't mess with it because it can tell where you are and it can detect where mobs are. These things will spawn in most caves in the mangrove system. So when you go exploring down there, be careful because this is not a mob you can beat. They've made this pretty much invincible and it's not really beatable. But that's just how this is gonna go. You can attack it still. But look, I'm attacking it, and it's not really dead. Now, like I said in my last video, it's supposed to be as OP as the Ender Dragon and the Wither combined. So it's gonna take a lot to beat that one when you find it, but just hope that you don't find it. But I was gonna show you the biomes, but unfortunately I can't find them. But I bet if you go look around, you will find them and you will be able to tell the difference. The other biome I wanted to show was the biome, and I showed the mangrove stuff, but I didn't get to show I didn't get to show everything. So let me explain the other biome if nobody remembers. The other biome was gonna be the one that the Warden is in, other than the cave, but it is going to be called the Deep Dark. And basically, it's gonna be where the Warden is, and obviously, there's gonna be like there's gonna be Skulk boxes. So if I look up Skulk, there's Skulk stuff, there's Skulk Vein, Skulk Catalyst. Basically, they will come from this, and this will set the Warden off. Basically, if you get too close to this, it will scream 4 times. And if that happens, then you're pretty much dead. So don't try that. So the Deep Dark doesn't have much, but it does have all the Skulk boxes. And that is just the thing that it has. There isn't much, but there's obviously all of the other stuff. A Shrieker was there, and the Skulk boxes. So that's everything that was added, other than the final thing that I was going to touch on last. The frog lights. Now, now how you get these is find all the frogs, and I don't know how, but I guess you kill them. But frogs are attracted to this. As you can see, this frog likes it. None of the other frogs in here, but they like it. But if I go into survival, now when you're in the deep dark in a cave, this will shriek 4 times, and you will die and take damage because the Warden will hear that. But that's all you need to know for the 1.19 update. If you guys like this information video, let me know. I did the best I could. With what I knew and what I learned. By the way, those footsteps and the heartbeat sensor is the Warden. See, and it just killed something. But it still hears other mobs, so I would advise that when you hear that, stay away. But that's all I've got. The final thing, I guess I can just touch on Skulk. Just to show off what it looks like. Because I've already shown off a bunch of the other things. But this is the basic Skulk block. This is Skulk Vein, which can also grow on it. So I'm going to put that down compared to that. Skulk Catalyst, which is being taken over. But you can also put Vein on it. And then Skulk Sensor, which is going to be like a person sensor, but also the Warden sensor to call the Warden over. So if that senses you, you should also be scared. But anyways, that's all for the 1.19 update. I showed everything that there was to show. This did seem like a smaller update than 1.17/1.18, but those were 2 of the same updates, and this was one update that they might even update later, but I don't think they're going to. Anyways, if you liked this, subscribe, I guess, and if you liked it, you can like it. It doesn't matter to me. But anyways, I hope you guys have a good rest of your day or night or whatever. Goodbye.